Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm ready. Val's not feeling well, and I haven't heard from Ann. So it's just you and I. So we're gonna do the band and your Pilates ring and some weights. So make sure you got all that stuff handy. I'm just gonna grab my water, which I realized I forgot. And we are ready. So let's do a nice little gentle warm up. Good morning. Big deep breath. Ooh. Take your gaze, look up, make your arms really long. Now come down just halfway. Still the torso is parallel to the floor. You want to really pull in that tummy. And now take it all the way down, relax your arms and your head. Now we're going to inhale, look up, flat back, and come back up to standing. Take those arms all the way back up again. Reach nice and long. Come down halfway. Pull in that belly. And then take it all the way down. Then let your head dangle where it wants to. Now you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Come all the way back up again. Flip the palms. Take your arms like a Y, so they're kind of broad, and try to pull the shoulders apart. Now left one's going to come down, and then just do a nice little side body stretch with this right arm. So try to really reach up, and then other side. Oh, big stretch all the way through the side of the body. And let's do that again. Reach, try to get the arm really long. The hip can push out a little bit if that feels good. It doesn't have to. And switch. Nice. Okay, now pull those elbows back. Squeeze the elbows together and come down halfway. So now we're just giving the back a little work to do. Nothing crazy. Got a lot of arms today. We did a lot of legs last class on Saturday, so we're focusing on the upper body, and we're going to do inner and outer thighs and some bridging. So we're still going to get the legs, but the focus is definitely going to be arms today. We'll do a few more. Still really try to pull those elbows towards each other and keep your chest really proud. Okay, now take it all the way down. Relax the arms. Just kind of go to a full forward fold. Breathe 5 big breaths here. Just kind of let the upper body go where it wants to go. Okay, so inhale and extend to a flat back, and then come into a little squat. So you're just dropping your booty. Your fingertips are on the floor, and your spine is long. We're trying not to round the upper back. Now come back to a straight leg with a full fold. We're going to do that again. So inhale, look up, drop your booty, just hold it here for a few breaths. You just want to take your gaze somewhere towards the front of your mat. So your neck is pretty neutral. Come back to that straight leg. Okay, we're going to take our hands, walk them to the front of your mat. Keep your legs nice and long. Now pull the shoulders over the wrists. You're in a high plank. And from here, we're pulling through to a down dog. We're going to lift the left leg up. Now switch and lift the right. And switch again. Just waking up your hamstrings a bit. Switch. Now come back to that plank. And here we're going to put the knees down. Take the hips back over the heels. Slide those hands to the corners of your mat. Let's try to stretch out our lats here. So elbows and the elbows are straight, right? Your arms are really long. As you breathe, try to relax the armpits a little closer to the floor. Nice. Now bring the arms back so you're in your quadruped position with your wrists under your shoulders. I'm going to run through some cat-cows here, but really slow. So round that back and hold it. And now take the heels and your hips, and drift them towards the heels. And then come back, drop into your shoulders, take your gaze forward. Now here you really need to pull in the stomach while you hold this. So you feel your coccyx bone going up to the ceiling, nice little arch in the back. And let's reverse it. Round your back, drop your face. You're just looking at your knees. Really try to open up the shoulder blades. Drive the hips back towards the heels. Bring it back forward, drop into your shoulders, look up. Now, walk your hands forward. You're going to keep your hands a little bigger than shoulder width apart. Drive the hips back. You want to be looking down at the floor so your neck is not strained. I'm going to do a QL stretch. So I'm going to have you walk your hands off the mat to the right. So you feel a nice little stretch over that left hip. Keep arms both long and good separation between the hands. Now bring the hands back and let's do the same on the opposite side. Nice. Come back up. So your wrists are right underneath the shoulders. We're going to elevate off the knees just a tad. And from here, go to a down dog. So it's a small down dog and your heels are on the floor. Try to get your legs straight. And let's bring those knees back towards the floor, just above, hold. And back to that down dog. Now we're going to sweep that left leg back. So lift it as high as you can with your hips square. Go up and down on the toes on that right leg. So you're working your calf. Heel to the floor and then up as high as it'll go. Couple more times. Okay, put the left heel down, switch, right leg lifts. Up and down on the left foot. Both legs down. Step those knees in so they're right under the hips and you're right back in there. Go back to a down dog. Walk the hands towards your feet till you're in a full fold. Just let the head go, breathe. Really try to expand through the rib cage and your upper back. Okay, bring your hands up, above the knees, come back up to standing. Okay, that's your warm-up. It's history. We're going to start out lying down. We're going to do a series of flies, presses, all kinds of arms. So let's get ready. So we're going to start out with presses. So you take the heaviest weights that you have. Let's get her done. So you're going to just keep your butt on the floor to start. So it's nothing fancy. Pick up those weights. Do a regular old-fashioned chest press, as I like to call them. So the arms are going out to the side. Keep the wrists nice and neutral. Get my ponytail out of the way. Okay, here we go. You always want to make sure the back of that head is flat on the floor. You don't have to count. We're just going to hang here for about a minute doing these presses. You own your pace, whether it's a little quicker on the way up or a little slower. You choose. Just keep it nice and steady. You got your belly button pressing down, so you're actively working your transverse abdominis muscles while you do this. And try to pull that rib cage down. And most importantly, the neck stays nice and relaxed. Let those weights touch at the top every time. About 5 more reps. Okay, let's put those weights down. We're going to transition to a fly. So you're going to open up nice and wide and then squeeze like you're hugging a tree. So I'm not sure if you need to go lighter, but it's fine if you do. Again, your butt's on the floor. So your palms face each other. Start with your weights over the chest. Open out nice and wide. Really show a lot of control when those weights open. And then close them at the top, let them touch. When you open till the back of the arms are on the floor. Bring it up nice and steady. Keep the neck long and nice and relaxed. You want to really squeeze that chest as you pull the weights together at the top. Keep your pace nice and steady. Keep the belly active, so keep pressing it down. Your legs are bent. When you open up, try to go nice and slow, so you're the boss of the weights. You're not depending on gravity. And do 5 more slow reps. Keep those wrists neutral. Okay, so little break. Put the weights down. Grab your Pilates ring or a ball, whatever you have. Put it between the knees, lie back down. You're working your inner thighs right now. So we're going 3 counts in, 3 counts out, no hold. So just count it out till you get used to the pace and then just own it. About 1 minute of the inner thighs. So it should be like 1, 2, 3 on the in and 1, 2, 3 going out. Nice and steady. Make sure when you're squeezing in, you're taking it as together as you can. Both hands. Squeeze in and let go. You can have that lower back pressing into the floor if that feels good for the pelvis. Or you can maintain that nice part. Whatever feels better for you. And 5 more. Okay, you did it. Put that ball or your Pilates ring off to the side. Grab your band. just above the ankles. Take it back down. You're doing the same thing. You're opening out on 3 counts and you're closing on 3. No holds. Gotta really make each one special. So making it special is really paying attention to whether or not you've opened up as wide as you possibly can. Neck is nice and relaxed. Feeling this in your outer hips. Keep pressing that belly down. Like, why not work it, right? Want to get the most out of these next 25 minutes. So it's all about bringing as much muscle for the party as you can find. Can you do 5 more, nice and slow. Nice job. Okay, take that band off, rock and roll it back up. We're gonna do a round of chest presses, but I want you to switch up the angle. So your elbows should be coming down 45 degrees from the body. Hips are down on the floor. So we make a little upside down V with the weights at the top. And the elbows come all the way down to the floor. Squeeze your chest as you bring it back up. Keep those wrists nice and neutral. Hopefully you've selected the heaviest weights you've got. Your whole body is really supported, so gives you the edge to go a little heavier. Hit 5 more. Keep it going. Then we're going to do some tricep extensions or skull pressures, whatever you want to call them. Working the tries, baby. Working on the wave. Okay, here's your last one. Whatever weights you want to do for tries. The first round, I'm going to hold the weight. I'm just going to use one heavy weight. So I'm just going to hold it right over the chest, wrists over shoulders. Then I'm just going to bend at the elbow, bring the weight down nice and slow right to your skull, and then back up. Or you can use one in each hand, then you're holding them vertically. Feel like if you're holding one and you're doing a skull pressure, you have to go heavy. So perfectly normal if you're feeling a lot of trembling going on. That's always a good sign. You're overexerting that muscle, which we want to do. So let's hang here for 10 more reps. Now my last 5. Nice and steady. So there really should be no movement between that elbow and the shoulder. That part of the arm stays nice and quiet. Okay. Rock and roll back up, get rid of that. Grab your band. We're gonna come back and do those outer hips. I know I've switched up the order. Gotta keep you guessing, Sue. Okay, legs back up. Your band's just above the ankles. You open out. Now we're gonna hold. 3, 2, and 1, and then back together. Open up for that 3 count hold. Try to keep your legs nice and straight. And bring them back together. Just keep going. So when you do that 3 count hold, that gives you an opportunity to say, oh my God, can I get them a little further apart before you close them? Keep rocking this. You have 5 more slow. Nice job. Okay, get rid of the band. Find your Pilates ring, back to your inner thighs. Let's go. So you squeeze in for 3 counts, hold it, and then release it. And do it again. Squeeze and hold, and release. You should feel trembling right from the first breath. You're squeezing so hard. Five more. Don't forget the hold. Got to count to 3. Okay, get rid of that ball. So we're going to do, we are going to do a lat pull. So 2 weights, maybe not the heaviest ones. Back to your lying down position. So we're just going to take them back about halfway and just hold. 3, 2, 1, and then bring them forward again. So maybe it's not even halfway. Maybe it's like 4, 5, or 6 inches. Take back, hold. 3, 2, 1, and then pull them back forward again. So neck stays nice and neutral. So you've definitely limited this range. You're just going back for 3, forward for 1. Back for 3, and forward for 1. So just keep that going. We have 8 more here. And then we're going to increase the range. And if you need to change weights when we do that, you go ahead and change. It's fine. Okay, so now we're going to work full range. So I am going to change weights. I'm just going to hold 1. I'm going to hold it both ends of the weights. Gonna go back, work whatever range you can with the straight arm back there and then bring it forward again. When you bring it forward, it can go just above the belly button. So now you're working your biggest range. And again, that lower back, if you've got that arch and that space between your back and the floor, that's okay. That feels better for you. So there are no holds here. You just go back as far as you can. And then you come forward as far as you can. Do 4 more, keep the pace nice and steady. Your belly button should be pressing down towards the floor. Okay, let's take this one heavy weight, rest it over your hips, and bridge up into a bridge. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Keep the back of the arms off the floor. You're just going to hold this bridge while you squeeze your knees together, but they're not going to touch. It's just an isometric activation of that muscle. Just hold it, nothing fancy. The weight is just creating a little more challenge, so just let it rest on the hips. Now slowly lower the hips. As soon as you feel that rear end on the floor, right back up. So you're not landing or hanging out down there. It's just a little tap, nice and slow, and right back up. Keep that going. When you squeeze up, make sure you're getting some nice activation into those gluteals and your inner thighs. Please do not have the arms on the floor. We have 4 more, and then we're going to bring our feet and knees together. So this is a great exercise that works your tummy and your butt cheeks. A little bit of the hammies, great core work. Okay, hold it at the top, bring your feet together and your knees. Squeeze those knees. Lower the hips to tap and right back up. Your weight is still there, weighting you down a little. Be the boss, keep the pace nice and steady. And really squeeze the knees. Working more muscle in an exercise never hurt anybody. You have 5 more, slow and steady. I know you're feeling it. I am too. We got to get out of our comfort zone a little bit to change, to get stronger. So you just work through it. I love this feeling. That's what you're saying. I love it. Okay, hold up. Give me a little pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Squeeze the knees while you do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Get rid of that weight. Oh, we're going to sit up. I'm going to grab a quick sip. Cheers. Right back to work. Triceps. This time I'm going to switch it from the last time. So I'm going to use slightly lighter, 2 weights. Got to make sure my ball doesn't disappear. Okay. I've got 2 8s. I'm going to lie down. So palms face each other and your hands are shoulder width apart. You're just holding the weights up right now. Now, bending at the elbow, with control. The weights lower till they tap the shoulder, and then lift them back up at that same nice steady pace. So no momentum, just muscle working. So it's really a 3 count down and a 3 count up. Keep it steady. So you can exhale out your breath on the way up, inhale on the way down. Make sure you're doing the full range here. All the way up until the arms are straight, all the way down till the weights tap the shoulders. And we're going to run through 5 more, nice and slow and steady. Keep that neck nice and relaxed. Okay, put those weights down. We're switching back to the heaviest ones in your pile. There's my runaway ball. Keeps wanting to take off. Okay, we started out with chest presses, and that's what we're going to do right now. So regular chest press with the elbows going out to the side. Lie it down. Your hips are down, you're just concentrating on the arms. So the weights touch at the top. And this is kind of your pace. It can be quick or it can be slow, whatever you want it to be. No holds, just keep it steady. Back of the arms touch the floor every time. And they touch at the top. You have 8 more. Go a little quicker for your last 4. Nice job. Okay, put these down. Grab your band, wrap it around the bottoms of the feet again. This is your last time doing the hips. Get it just above the ankle. Here we go. Lie it down. So we're opening out nice and wide and we're bringing together. No holds. Get the legs straight with your feet flexed. You can switch up the angle, maybe point your toes towards each other. Just to change it up a little. Or not. It's up to you. You'd be feeling this on the outside of the hips. You're going to feel it 10 more times. Make sure each one of these you're opening up as far as you can. So if you turned your feet in, now you can turn them out to switch it. Just a little. Make it great. You have 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Get rid of it. Sit it up. Okay, we're back to those lat pulls. So just to switch it up, I'm going to hold 2 weights. I'm going to have them touching each other. Start out with your arms right over your chest. Arms stay nice and long. You take them back with control. Full range. All the way down all the way back up. So when you're taking those arms back, be the boss, like you control it. Don't let gravity do it for you. So what does that mean? That means you're resisting a little bit on each of these reps. Okay, so for the next 5, you're just gonna go a tiny bit quicker on the way up. I want you to still resist it going back. Nice job. Hold the weights at the top. Open them up now so they are not touching. Give me some tricep extensions. No movement from the elbow to the shoulder. Just bend the arm at the elbow. Up and down. Pretty good pace. Do 5 more. Don't overgrip your weight. It's really important not to squeeze those hands. You're just holding so they don't fall. Last 3. Nice job. Put them down. You have 1 more round of inner thighs with the ball. And then we're moving on. We're going to do just a few rows and then we stretch and say goodbye. Squeeze that ball. No holds. Squeeze in, release. Keep it going. Make each one really powerful. It's up to you. You can dog it or you can crush it. I say we crush it. Squeeze, lots of force. Last 5, nice and slow. We're going to come up on our feet in a few more. And we're going to row and stretch and go. How's that sound? Woohoo! Okay. Put your ball away. You are done with it. Wherever it wants to go. Come on up. Now, grab whatever you normally row with. Should be heavy. The heaviest ones you have. Feet hip width apart. Hip hinge till your upper body is parallel to the floor. And give me 15 nice rows. This is your last exercise. Keep your belly pulling up and in towards the spine. We really want to weight the heels. So you're drifting your butt backwards. Elbows come up as high as you can get them while you keep the shoulders nice and broad. Your neck is long, so it's really important not to drop your face. Should be looking a couple of feet off the front of the mat if you're standing towards the front. Do 4 more. Of course, I probably lost track of my count. Okay, put them down. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's our first stretch. Pyramid. So left foot forward, right leg back. Walk your hand, both heels are on the floor, feet are hip width. Walk your hands down. So spine stays long, maybe your fingertips are down. Just hang out here for a second or two. And then we're going to round the upper back and fold over that front leg. Just hang out here and breathe. Both feet are pointing straight ahead. Both legs straight. Okay, bend your front leg. Bring your back foot forward. You're in a full forward fold here for a few breaths. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Fingertips on the floor. Slide your left leg back till your left heel is down. Both legs straight. Spine is long to start. Now fold over that front leg. Relax your head. You should be looking through your knees to the back of the room. Bend your front leg. Step your back foot forward. You're back to that full fold. This time we're going to cross the arms. Really try to unweight your upper body here. Let your head relax. Okay, bring your hands above your knees. You're going to come up nice and slow all the way up. Take a big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Good job getting it done. Woohoo! Boy, it's sunny, sunny, sunny.